Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. For those who are new, my name is Milou. I was born clairvoyant, which means I don't use any tools to read. I am also a psychic and a medium. I want to say thank you to the chat monitors for your help. I really appreciate it. I wouldn't be able to do this without you. Temperley is asking, should Democrats stop Trump? What is dying? Well, I feel Democrats are doing everything they can. I don't feel anyone is taking Trump heads on. And you know something? I believe Trump is killing whatever you call it that he's doing, running for office, pretending to be things that he's not. Because you know, the other day I was on Facebook, and somebody, well, it's on the back of one of his buses, campaign buses as well. They put his head on the body of some kind of wrestler or something, or a boxer or something like that. And I was thinking, if you have to do this, something is really wrong, and people post it and keep it in their homes, or or reposting whatever is written underneath these things. To me, it's the sign of those who are supporting him are not very well upstairs. And I started reading the book by Bendner this morning, and he was explaining, I forget the name of the woman he was saying, but the way she started following Trump, she has no money. She basically, her family and her friends are those who followed Trump from city to city, from starting in 2016, or whenever Trump started running for president in 2015. And and he was explaining that a lot of those people don't have really close ties with their families, not many friends. And also a bunch of retirees with a lot of time on their hands. So those are the people who were following Trump wherever. Some of them attended over 50 rallies. In any event, I'm sorry I went that way. It's because I was reading the book. I started reading the book this morning. But my to go back to the question, I don't feel anybody at this point, except for Republicans, they know what to do. I'm talking about the regular lawmaker in Capitol Hill are tired of Trump, okay? But the reason why I said Trump is killing everything he so-called built to this point, this garbage presidency that he had, and right now he's calling himself wanting to run again. Those books that are coming out, excerpts from those books are spreading all over the place, okay? And I told you guys a long time ago, my prediction was the lie is what's going to take Trump down. And it is, besides all the lawsuits that are coming his way. If he thinks he's going to be able to use his campaign or whatever he calls it, that he's doing right now, as a shield to keep him from getting prosecuted or pay the consequences of his past misdeeds and whatever else he's doing, I feel he's mistaken. My prediction is everything Trump has built so far in his life, he's going to lose all of it. That's the way I am seeing Trump. And even his sycophants, except, like I said, there is always going to be a small group of people, not sure, like that woman they said that gentleman described in his book, who follows Trump all over the place. Except for those die-hard people, they don't have a family, they made connections, and they will always meet with one another somewhere and reminisce about the good old days when they used to follow Trump. The thing is, this poor woman has one car that she drives from place to place. What happens when this guy gives her a real problem when the car breaks down and he needs thousands to fix it. From what I understand, the way she sustains herself financially, she has an app, and she can find odd jobs on the roads while she follows Trump. Dishwasher, whatever it is, house cleaning, she will do it to earn money for that day, and she keeps going. So it feels like there are a lot of those people, but some of them too are going to become disillusioned with Trump's lies. All those things from those books, among other things that are being filtered through the public, to the public, there is no surviving this. And to believe it, that's what I feel. And also, people from within the camp, whatever we call it, campaign now, or whatever it is, his surroundings, some will betray him too. And I don't know if you guys, I'm sure all of you have heard, because somebody mentioned it last night, that Weiselberg was removed from whatever position he had on many of Trump's companies all over the world. Of course, he's distracted, but that's what they will tell you. But intuitively, I don't feel that's what it is. Trump basically is setting this guy up at the right time. He will dump him. As we all know, loyalty is one way to Trump. It's not a bi-directional thing when it comes to the Trumps. And Don Jr. has replaced Weiselberg. So, intuitively, I feel it's a matter of time before Weiselberg turn on Trump. Intuitively, I feel he started doing it already with the Manhattan DA. It's a matter of putting it on paper officially. But we'll see. Since I can confuse time, I'm not going to, but that's what I feel intuitively. And also, I told you guys a long time ago that Trump, intuitively I felt Trump would kill to keep the presidency. I don't know how many of you have heard that Trump basically said, I'm not quite sure, I believe it was during the Black Lives Matter thing when they rushed him into the bunker underneath the White House, and somebody said it, that he was rushed into the bunker. He got pissed off, so pissed. He said that whoever spoke about that event should be executed. He's a traitor. That's how sick this guy is over something that simple. Thank you very much, Courtney Ellers, for your generosity and the super chat. I appreciate it. But this is how bad this thing could have gotten if this guy was reelected. That's his way of thinking. He's above everyone. He's omnipotent. And if you cross him, I've said it before. Every time I said it before, I used to feel, oh my God, am I saying the right? Am I basically bashing the guy because I don't like him? Now, in retrospect, reading those books, I was correct. And also, it's not only him. His family is the same way as well. So, and also I was listening to CNN this morning. No one ever really said no to Trump, even when they all knew he lost. And they were still giving him hope that there is a small chance that he may remain president if he did. I guess continue to litigate and have pen skills and everything. And something, if during the January 6th insurrection, intuitively I feel, if Mike Pence was killed, Trump could not care less. All he wanted is to remain. Thank you very much, Louise Ines, for your generosity and the super chat. I appreciate it. Trump wouldn't care as long as he was able to hang on to the presidency. That's all he wanted in it, and we are seeing the reason why he wanted to do that, as because he knew what lay ahead if he didn't get reelected or didn't find a way to remain president. And basically, if Trump was if he were able to steal the presidency, basically commit a coup, this country would be in a lot darker place, would be in a very dark place at this point, because the terror. And you know what? If you look at the people around Trump, as that guy whose book I purchased this morning, nobody was able to tell no to that guy and told them like it is. In fact, some of them, if they wanted to say no, they left instead of standing up to him. I know it seems like a few of them tried. From what I understand, Milley had a big argument with him. But my point is, can you imagine if this guy was reelected? The amount of power, forget it. It would have been, we would have been in a very dark place. In any event, I feel things are not going to get better for Trump as we move forward. A lot of things that have happened, as I am saying this, that those kids he put on the border, as I'm saying this, I'm being shown the kids again. I have not seen them in a long time. These things are not gone. They are off our TV screens. But the repercussion of those things, Trump have not paid any price for them. I feel he will pay a price, no matter what. It's a matter of time. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is to let everyone know that he's not going to get away with it, what he did to those kids intuitively, I feel. But because, as you know, there is so much legally heading towards Trump right now. Anyone who is responsible and is able to sit and face reality would lose their mind. But Trump is so used to conning people, he still believes, intuitively I feel when I focus on him, he's going to find a way to get away. His family doesn't feel that way, though. That's why Ivanka is staying away from him. She and her husband are terrified. It's mostly Kushner who is keeping Ivanka from basically following in the footsteps of her family, because Kushner is afraid of what happened to his father will repeat. He may suffer the same consequences. Kushner knows there are certain things that were done at the White House. There may be a price to pay for that at some point. He is terrified as well. When I focus on him, that's what I get. I don't know exactly what those things are, but it feels like to me there are a few things that took place in that White House. Whenever they come to mind, Kushner thinks about them. I feel he's terrified. I feel also, somebody asked me about DeSantis and Trump, if DeSantis is going to bail out on Trump. Yes, he has no choice. He's already plotting and trying to figure out how to do that. Although he doesn't want to face the Trump sycophants, but he has no choice. But you know something? I feel we are not aware of this yet, and I've been getting it for the past couple of days. There is a group of Republicans who are trying to figure out how to counter Trump without angering his followers. I don't know how they're going to do it. But a lot of people in the Republican Party, people in the House, in the Senate, they are sick of it. And also they feel like, their leaders like McConnell, McCarthy, are leading them basically in the wrong direction. Because those guys, every day they are being told, keep your heads down, don't worry about Trump, things will work out. They are getting tired of it. Don't be surprised if another group of Republicans, I'm not saying they're going to join Liz Cheney, but intuitively I feel like saying they are getting tired. They are exhausted. They know it's a matter of time that this whole lie will come crumbling down. And they are trying to figure out if it's still early enough for them to do something to save themselves. Basically, that's why they're doing it. It's not because of country or anything of that sort. And you know who else is going to be left holding the bag? Fox News and those other outlets that are going to have to find a way to face, all the lies they have told, and they are going to have to find a way to pivot. Except, besides supporting the cons, they've been conning people themselves. All those things are going to come crashing down on these people. It's a matter of time. But I feel the group of Republicans that are behind the scene that are trying to figure out how to do it. Thank you very much, Mary Hackett, for your generosity and the super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, a number of them behind the scenes are trying to figure it out as we speak. So I'd be curious. The only thing is, I don't feel it's going to be too long from now. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen that's going to cause these people to come publicly and start standing up to Trump. But it's going to happen. And the Texas lawmakers who are running away, basically what they are doing is delaying the inevitable, but I feel like saying they are, the Texas lawmakers did not want what they were doing made public, at this level anyway, and to be called thieves, and they are choosing their supporters as opposed to the supporters, choosing them. All those things is, very unpleasant for a lot of them, but they are following the governor. My prediction is this is going to come back to bite that governor, the Texas governor, that is. This is not going to play well. And I feel Biden's speech will get through a lot of people already. I feel intuitively, even Republicans the regular Republicans don't feel what they are doing there is correct. Because today it's black and brown people. Tomorrow it's going to be uneducated or whites who didn't graduate from college, and who knows what's going to come after that. And that's what a lot of people are thinking about. And I feel, something, I would be surprised if that governor gets reelected. So let's see what happens. I don't feel this is going to work well for Republicans in Texas. I know it's a red state, I don't know much about it, but intuitively, I don't feel this is going to be well. I don't feel this is going to work out well. The next reference is that I was talking about his name is Dr. Sanon, the gentleman they arrested in Haiti. I was reading this morning, and I said yesterday, intuitively, I felt he was basically, one of those people, the delusion of grandeur. Thank you for a few people who reminded me of what I was trying to remember to say. But yeah, I don't know how they found him, since he has a video on YouTube, and they probably saw it and decided, well, this guy has issues, let's use him. There are articles all over the media this morning. It seems like he's been duped. In fact, when he got to Haiti, supposedly those guys were supposed to be his bodyguards, they went and did their own thing. They left him in a hotel room or something to that effect. And he was calling around trying to figure out, well, what happened? Those guys left him alone, Well, if he's going to be president, those guys should be his bodyguard wherever he goes. And also they are saying he's not the type of person who would take part in something like this. All well and good. Unfortunately, he's going to pay the price. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I don't feel yet the people, the perpetrators, the architects of this whole assassination has been made public. Yes, they are known. Our government here in America is fully aware who the architects were. It's a matter of time before they put it out. They are trying to put together a few loose ends and getting, physical evidence, whatever that is, but they have electronics evidence, or in a sense of talking to people. If they can find other ways besides electronically to corroborate all the evidence they already have against those who were at the top, who financed, directed, and told those guys what to do, it's already known intuitively, I feel. It's a matter of time before those guys get arrested and made public what they did. The only thing that bothers me about this whole thing, one gentleman annoyed me. He was on TV, he was saying that they asked him a question about how Haitian feels or something to that effect about, or should America send troops to Haiti? And he was saying that Haitians don't want that. I don't know whether it's true or not. What came to mind is, how does he know? Have they ever taken a poll? And in Haiti, given the state of the country the past few years, he has no way of knowing. So, and a lot of those people are going on TV speaking. I don't feel they know what they are talking about. Supposedly this guy, he's a newspaper person. At this point, I feel anybody who can help that country get on its feet should be welcome. The problem is we have too many corrupt people down there. The minute you send some money, they're going to take it away. They're going to pocket it, basically. Share it among themselves. They know who they are. They would pocket it. I feel that's the biggest problem. And unfortunately for the regular citizen, they're still fighting every day to find something to eat. But that's what annoys me. A lot of them, they just go on TV and make those pronouncements like Haitians don't, they don't need anybody. They can solve it themselves. Yeah, if they could. They have the ability because when they come here, they know if they don't play by the book, they're going to get in trouble. But down there, they can do whatever they want. So Yes, they know how to do it. Yes, they can. It's just that the money is a drug, as we know. The temptation is too hard. It's very hard the temptation is too much. They have to take it whenever it's given to them to help the people. They just pocket the money. In any event, I don't feel the big guys are they are known to our government here and to Haitians as well, because I'm sure our government has made the Haitian government, those in power down there, they've told them who they feel were the architects, but they are yet to be caught. Okay, let me see. Somebody asked me a question. Yes, there is. This guy he's a gang leader. His name is Barbecue. He's in Haiti. One of the I'm not quite sure. Anyway, he's one of the toughest gang leaders in Haiti. And somebody asked me what will happen if Barbecue takes over. That's never going to happen. And let me tell you something. I feel like saying Barbecue has to be careful because he may find himself in big trouble with the American government, because there is going to be a connection between those who are transferring weapons to Haiti and those who are receiving them and committing and killing people, kidnapping people. So if Barbecue thinks he's going to be able to just get his ragtag followers to commit violence down there, I don't think he's going to like what's going to be coming his way. That's my prediction. So anyone who is wondering what's Barbecue going to do, Barbecue is going to, yes, he can talk all he wants. The minute he takes action, it's going to be a problem. So because the American government, that's the last thing the Biden administration wants. Cuba is raising its head right now, trying to get rid of its dictator. We don't need another hotspot down there. And just like any other place, like what we have here, we have people that are, those groups are infiltrated basically. So there are ways of getting to them. That's what I feel intuitively. So people like Barbecue and these guys, if I were them, I would start cleaning up the acts. And the time that I predicted, when I made the prediction that, well, in fact, that was one of my, when I spoke about Haiti a number of months ago, weapon trafficking and all that stuff. I said, these people, if they think they are going to get away with it, they have something else coming. Well, I still feel the same way. Those people right now who are threatening because there's a power vacuum in Haiti, they think they're going to get away with it. I have a bridge to sell you. It's not going to work. The Biden administration will not tolerate another hotspot right there in the Caribbean. I know a lot of people think that, well, let me put it this way. It won't be tolerated. I'll leave it at that. Okay. Oh, my God. $277 Funky Monkey said, my father passed away from COVID. Getting the vaccine is better than COVID. I agree with you. I promise you that. That is true. Sorry for the loss of your father, Funky Monkey. Okay. Let's see. Let me look for questions. Thank you, Ronald. People, please hit the thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It helps me a lot when you hit the thumbs up button because that's how YouTube decide where to place you on the main screen when you first come into YouTube. The main page, that is. All right. JG. JG saying, I'm amazed every day how stupid the MAGA crowd is. They think that pardon was sent, from God, and that he cares about the people, and he's the only honest politician out there. Yeah, right. Exactly what you said. There is one of the very few people, well, I don't see her every day, so chances are now I may never see her again for the rest of my life. She lives in the neighborhood, in my old neighborhood in New Jersey. Well, not in my neighborhood, but in the area. She's a Trump supporter, and she reposted that picture I explained before. Trump's head on the body of a boxer or a wrestler or something like that. How proud these people are of supporting Trump, it's unbelievable. And her too, I could believe at this late date that people still are proud of saying they are Trump supporters. On Facebook, everyone is watching at you. By the way, I went this morning to look for the post because I wanted to see the post is gone. I'm not quite sure if YouTube took it down because YouTube is being very aggressive now because they are being blamed for a lot. First of all, I feel it makes a lot of people at Facebook uneasy because Facebook is being blamed as as the platform that enable people to commit a lot of serious acts. So, yeah, Facebook probably deleted that posting because they are paying attention, or a lot more attention today. Let's see, let me scroll down. Let's see. Julian Wilson says, I've been keeping a low profile, but I give the Trumpers the business on Facebook and Twitter from time to time to remind them they lost. Yeah, they lost. Yeah, I agree with you. No, I don't do that. Like that lady yesterday, I laughed. That's the first thing that came to mind when I saw a picture of Trump. I saw his bus. I saw his bus around here once or twice. So I've seen that picture before. When I saw her reposting that picture, I'm like, oh, God. So there's no way I'm going to waste my time with these people. You can't convince them. You can't, at this point, if someone still think that, well, you still love Trump, something is wrong with you. So these people have major psychological issues. They'll wake up on their own once they feel cheated, because that's one thing they will recognize when they feel cheated. All right. Oh my God. Joel Tilson says Cuba will finally be free. Yes, I feel that's coming. It's not going to be long. Okay, friends. Thank you very much for spending some time with me. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilo.com, or You can send me an email. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. The link, my email address is psychicmilo@aol.com. And please, if you like the channel, consider subscribing. It would help me a lot. And also tap on the bell in order for you to be notified when I'm online or when I post a video. Again, everyone, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Till tomorrow. Bye.